Thank you for joining me. I'm Alex, and this is how I built my emergency fund. So step one is make sure you write down all the bills that you cannot pay with a credit card. Now, I can pay my utilities with a credit card. I can pay my cable/internet with a credit card. And cell phones, I don't think there's much more. Now there's 4 bills every month that I need to pay with my bank account, which is my mortgage, my car payment, my car insurance, and my wife's health insurance. Off that, my car and my house payment are about 90%. So I can prepay my mortgage payment and my car payment by at the very least for the mortgage, at least 3 months. So I can make a payment this month, and I can make another payment this month for next month, and then I can pay another payment this month for the month after. So I can be ahead 3 payments on my mortgage to where I don't have to keep that money just laying around. Now, I don't really have enough money laying around to be bothering with a high yield savings account because that would give me like maybe $20, $50 a year or something like that. So it's really not worth bothering with at this point. But prepaying my mortgage will actually save me interest. And now the principal payment on the mortgage is quite low. It's about 20% of the whole payment. But on that 20%, I would pay about 4% in interest. The car payment is much different. First of all, the interest is 4.5%, and second of all, the principal versus interest is a way different ratio on a car payment, which means I think I pay about 85% of my car payment to the principal and not the interest because it's a much shorter term loan. So either way, I can have that money going directly to the payment and not worry about missing a due date or anything, or having late payment fees, which is very bad, by just prepaying that several months in advance. Then I obviously need to have money laying around for the others, and that doesn't just mean those 2 bills that would be left over. It would also mean I need to have enough money to make the minimum payment on all the credit cards that I have if I were to max them all out on the due date. So I think I have 12 credit cards right now. So most of them have a minimum payment of $25, some over $100 if they were to be maxed out. So I need to have another $350-ish for every month of my emergency account just laying there. So in total, I'd be at about $2,500 per month that I would have to be putting into an emergency fund. So for a 3-month emergency fund, it's about $7,500. For a 6-month emergency fund, it's about $15,000. That's a lot of money. Damn. So then, pay off credit cards. I like to put a month in emergency fund money away and then work on paying off credit cards and then working on another month in the emergency fund and then working on more credit card debt. Now, I only have 1 credit card right now that has a lasting balance, which has interest on it. So for that, we can go to the last part. It's get more credit cards. There are a lot of credit cards that give an initial 0% APR for 12 months, 15 months, some 18 months, so that you could get a new credit card and pay off your current balances on the credit cards that you pay interest on while you use the credit card with 0% interest to just shift the debt over to where it's free. And don't stop there, because eventually they're all going to start charging interest, and you're going to have to pay them all off eventually. So don't pay them off early. Don't pay them off before they charge you interest. the money is way better spent elsewhere, but do pay them off definitely 100% before they do charge interest, because you don't want to keep a balance on a credit card ever. So your main focus should be between building an emergency fund and paying off high interest debt, of which credit cards are the biggest part for me. I wouldn't even call my car payment a high interest debt, because 4.5% is not that bad. I don't think I'll be paying that off early. I'll be investing the money in an index fund or something while I have the car payment every month, and just, pay it off slowly while I'm making more interest in the index fund than I would be saving by paying the car off early. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. I'm coming out with more videos every day before market open. I hope you have a successful day.